He's seen more ladies in their pants than Russell Brand. Now Gok Wan's back on the telly, getting more girls to strip off.
Gok, nice to see you.
Thank you very much. Nice to see you too.
New series back on tonight. Tell us about
very
it.
exciting. So we've got How's Looking Naked with a Difference. It's a 3-part series, and the difference is all of the women that I work with live with disabilities.
Taking on what Gok describes as the biggest challenge of his career, he's given the naked treatment to 3 lovely ladies: Tracy, who is in a wheelchair; Claire, who lost her leg in a motorbike accident; and Di, who lost her sight over 25 years ago.
I was a bit afraid that it wouldn't work, if I'm very honest. You know, I hadn't worked with people with disabilities before. I felt very vulnerable, and I wanted to make sure that the women, when they came onto the show, they would get as much as I could possibly give them, and I was unsure of what I could give them. And then after working with the producers, who were all brilliant, and also looking back on a show that we've made before with Kelly Chamberlain, who had a mastectomy, I decided that we would give it a bash, and I have never been so grateful for making that decision ever, because the shows are amazing. I mean, the stories are just phenomenal, and you'll see it's actually very little about fashion, very little about me, and it's all about them, which is exactly what we wanted to do. The tone is beautiful.
Now, we love you for it, but you are quite tough sometimes.
I am. I can be very mean.
Did you take it easy on these ladies, or were you just your mean old self?
Absolutely not. I went straight in there, straight in for the jugular. You know, I think you can get really good results if you're very, very honest and you show love and you show support. Tough love, you've got to be quite strict with the women. So I have to be very, very strong, and I have to take control, and my paternal instincts come out, and so I become the father. I start wagging my finger and telling them off. But, you know, it works. It does work.
A lot of the show, you know, it is around colours and what shapes suit people and kind of how to wear belts and stuff like that. When you were working with Di, who is blind, how did you kind of get around that?
Well, I had to teach myself about fashion again. We went on an incredible journey, the two of us, because Di had sight before, so she had sight until she was 17, and then she became partially sighted and didn't lose her sight until later on in life. So she had a memory of clothes, so it was about re-educating her, saying, this is a cut, do you remember this cut? And trying to think of all those references from when she had sight in the 70s. So it was really going back to basics. It was like my first day ever on styling a job, which was of course 15 years ago, and it was like that again with Di.
How to Look Good Naked with a Difference is on Tuesdays, Channel 4 at 8.